No. Knock it off.
You're hurt.
Shut up.
This was really, really great. I loved what the filmmakers did with their cinematography and the special effects, how they did the drones. I thought that was really, really cool. The actors were great too. I mean, everybody, the whole premise of this was very believable. And I think that's where the filmmakers really sold it, because you definitely, from the moment it started, you were on board and you believed what was going on. I liked the story premise. I thought it was a great twist to the story. And you wanted a conclusion. When this ended, I was like, oh, such a tease.
A very easy to understand premise. And I liked that we had this relationship between brother and sister. Big brother protecting his sister, who is just this pure human being. Kirsten wanting to help people to heal them. And so you know immediately when her brother is injured that she will do anything to sacrifice or will do anything to save his life. And so that's how we get to our heartbreaking ending of her basically sacrificing her freedom to save her brother. I thought that the acting in this was really well done. We had a few suspenseful moments in this film that were executed nicely. I definitely was on the edge of my seat while they were avoiding capture, and then of course when we had the end fight and that climax. Yeah, I liked that we had that really high-pitched tone as soon as the brother is stabbed. Like Kirsten suddenly has tunnel vision, or is in a state of shock as she sees this happen to her brother, and we have that really high-pitched ringing in our ears, sort of signifying that moment for her, which I thought was a great idea. I thought this film was well-paced, well done. It covers a lot of ground scene-wise, which I thought was impressive. Oh, and I also wanted to mention how awesome the eye effect was for Jaeger, his super high-tech eye, and the idea that she can heal his eye and disrupt that for him, and that's a way that she could defend herself. I thought that was a cool idea as well.
The atmosphere captures the viewer's attention pretty easily and early into the story, which allows us to sort of fully embrace these characters and the story. That's kudos to the team for executing and creating something so fun and enjoyable to watch.
I liked that you couldn't quite tell the relationship from the two at the very beginning, that they were siblings, just that they were trying to escape, just that they were clearly getting out of a bad situation and are running and trying to survive. And then the kind of military angle adds an interesting kind of layer into it. And then it kind of all comes to light. And, you know, with her having this ability, this gift to heal, that obviously people are trying to exploit the sacrifices that her family has already made for her. And you can kind of understand where her brother's anger is kind of coming from, with her really wanting to embrace her powers, and he just wants them to be safe. He just wants the danger to kind of stop. I also really, really, really loved when the brother was dying and he was like, go heal them or show them that they can heal, something along those lines. And I think that directly represents what happened to kind of that Wild character, because he went from somebody who thought like hurting her and seeing, you know, how far he could kind of push her was like fun, to being the person that is watching over her and protecting her. He did have such a 180 turn as a character, and I think that comes from the kind of the healing that she did on him, and then him turning around and seeing or realizing the extent that she was willing to sacrifice herself to heal her brother. And I think that like the line from the brother and then the resolution with that kind of Wild character really just go to show how much compassion healing does kind of have an effect, and that it made me stop and think of like, what if she's not just healing like physical things? What if she has some sort of element of healing the kind of darker wounds of your psyche. And I think that that's a really interesting concept. It felt like a really good hook.
I feel like it's done in a sci-fi way, but I mean the action elements is pretty like unique in this one. It takes on like the foreground for us to see like how they're gonna like protect her and how they're gonna fight like until they reach like the goal in this one. So everything is well put together. As a sci-fi short film, the performances are good. It's thrilling to watch, and I feel like it's kind of like a sci-fi action one that would be well perceived, well received by people out there.